Welcome to Passion Travel. Join us as we explore fascinating destinations, uncover hidden gems, and embark on unforgettable journeys. Subscribe now and ignite your passion for travel. Gourmet Mac and Cheese, macaroni pasta with rich, creamy cheese sauce, often topped with extras like bacon or truffle oil. Gourmet Mac and Cheese is a rich, creamy, and indulgent version of the classic comfort food. What sets it apart from the standard mac and cheese is the use of high-quality cheeses, fresh ingredients, and often a touch of flair like herbs, truffle oil, or a crispy topping. Here's how to make a flavorful, elevated dish. Ingredients: pasta, 1 pound, 450 g, elbow macaroni or cavatappi pasta, or any pasta shape you prefer. Cheese sauce: 2 cups whole milk, 1 cup heavy cream, 2 tablespoons butter, 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour, 1 cup sharp cheddar cheese, shredded, 1 cup Gruyere cheese, shredded, or another flavorful cheese like fontina or aged white cheddar, half a cup Parmesan cheese, grated, salt and pepper, to taste, 1/2 tsp mustard powder, optional, for a little tang, pinch of cayenne pepper, optional, for a subtle kick. Topping: half a cup breadcrumbs, preferably panko, 1 tablespoon butter, melted, fresh herbs like parsley or thyme, optional, truffle oil, optional for an extra gourmet touch. Instructions: cook the pasta. Bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. Add the pasta and cook until just al dente, according to the package instructions, usually 8 to 10 minutes. Drain and set aside. Make the cheese sauce. In a large saucepan, melt the butter over medium heat. Once melted, whisk in the flour to form a roux. Continue whisking for about 2 minutes until the mixture turns golden and slightly thickens. Gradually pour in the milk and heavy cream while whisking constantly to avoid lumps. Bring the mixture to a gentle simmer and cook until it thickens into a creamy sauce, about 5 to 7 minutes. Once the sauce has thickened, reduce the heat to low. Stir in the shredded cheddar, Gruyere, and Parmesan cheeses. Continue to stir until the cheeses have melted and the sauce is smooth. Season the sauce with salt, pepper, mustard powder, and cayenne pepper, adjusting to taste. Combine the pasta and cheese sauce. Add the cooked pasta to the cheese sauce, stirring gently to coat all the pasta with the creamy cheese sauce. Prepare the topping. In a small bowl, combine the breadcrumbs with the melted butter. If you like, add some fresh herbs like parsley or thyme to the mixture. Sprinkle the breadcrumb mixture evenly over the mac and cheese in an oven-safe dish. Bake. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius. Place the dish in the oven and bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until the top is golden brown and crispy. You can broil the top for the last 2 to 3 minutes for extra crispiness, but watch closely to avoid burning. 6. Optional gourmet touches. After baking, drizzle a little truffle oil over the mac and cheese for an added luxury flavor. Garnish with fresh herbs like thyme or parsley for a pop of color and freshness. 7. Serve. Allow the mac and cheese to cool slightly before serving. This dish is best enjoyed hot and fresh, with a perfectly golden, crunchy topping and a creamy, cheesy interior. Bangers and mash, traditional British sausages served with mashed potatoes and gravy, sometimes sold in a bun. Bangers and mash is a classic British dish that combines flavorful sausages, bangers, with creamy mashed potatoes, mash. It's simple yet comforting and often served with rich onion gravy. The combination of savory sausages, smooth mashed potatoes, and a delicious gravy makes for a hearty meal. Here's how to make a traditional version of bangers and mash. Ingredients: for the sausages, bangers, 4 to 6 high-quality sausages, traditionally pork sausages, but you can use beef or a mix of meats. 1 tablespoon vegetable oil or butter, for frying. For the mashed potatoes, mash. 2 pounds, about 900 g, potatoes, Yukon Gold or Russet are great choices. 4 tablespoons unsalted butter. Half a cup whole milk or heavy cream for a richer mash. Salt and pepper, to taste. Fresh parsley, optional, for garnish. For the onion gravy. 2 tablespoons butter. 1 large onion, thinly sliced. 1 garlic clove, minced, optional. 1 tablespoon all-purpose flour. 1½ cups beef or vegetable broth. 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, optional, for depth. 1 teaspoon balsamic vinegar, optional, for sweetness. Salt and pepper, to taste. Instructions. Cook the sausages, bangers. Heat the vegetable oil or butter in a large frying pan or skillet over medium heat. Add the sausages and cook for 12 to 15 minutes, turning them occasionally to ensure they cook evenly on all sides. The sausages should be browned and cooked through. You can check with a thermometer, aiming for 160 degrees Fahrenheit per 71 degrees Celsius for pork sausages. Once cooked, remove the sausages from the pan and set aside, keeping them warm. Make the mashed potatoes, mash. Peel and chop the potatoes into even-sized chunks. Place them in a large pot of salted water. Bring to a boil, and cook for 15 to 20 minutes, or until the potatoes are tender when pierced with a fork. Drain the potatoes and return them to the pot. Mash them with a potato masher or use a ricer for smoother mash. Add the butter and milk or cream and continue mashing until the potatoes are smooth and creamy. Season with salt and pepper to taste. Prepare the onion gravy. In the same pan you used for the sausages, melt the butter over medium heat. Add the sliced onions and cook for 8 to 10 minutes, stirring occasionally until they are soft and caramelized. If using garlic, add it in during the last 2 minutes of cooking. Sprinkle the flour over the onions and stir to combine. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes to remove the raw taste of the flour. Gradually add the broth, stirring constantly to avoid lumps. Bring the gravy to a simmer and cook for 5 to 7 minutes until it thickens to your desired consistency. If the gravy gets too thick, add a little more broth or water. Stir in the Worcestershire sauce and balsamic vinegar, and season with salt and pepper to taste. Assemble the dish. Spoon a generous portion of mashed potatoes onto each plate. Place 2 to 3 sausages on top or beside the mash. Pour the onion gravy over the sausages and potatoes. Garnish with fresh parsley if desired. Serving suggestions. Bangers and mash is often served with peas or other steamed vegetables on the side. Some people enjoy adding a dollop of mustard or a side of pickles for an extra kick. If you prefer a spicier version, you can use sausages with added herbs like sage, or even spiced sausages. This classic British meal is a comforting, hearty dish that's perfect for cold weather or any time you want a satisfying, homey meal. Enjoy your bangers and mash. Hot dogs, gourmet hot dogs, often served with unique toppings like sauerkraut, caramelized onions, and specialty sauces. To prepare hot dogs, you'll need a few basic ingredients, but you can customize the toppings and condiments to your taste. Here's a list of essential ingredients to make classic hot dogs. Ingredients. Hot dog sausages, the dog. 4 to 6 beef, pork, or chicken hot dog sausages. You can also use vegetarian or plant-based sausages. Optional, sausages with added flavors like cheese, jalapenos, or smoked varieties. Buns. 4 to 6 soft hot dog buns, usually slightly elongated white or whole wheat buns. Condiments, choose your favorites. Mustard, yellow, or Dijon. Ketchup. Relish. Mayonnaise. Barbecue sauce or hot sauce, for extra kick. Sauerkraut, fermented cabbage. Toppings, optional, but they enhance the flavor. Chopped onions, raw or caramelized. Sliced tomatoes. Shredded lettuce. Pickles, sliced. Jalapeno slices, for a spicy option. Shredded cheese, cheddar, American, or any cheese you prefer. Bacon bits, optional for extra crunch and flavor. Fresh herbs like parsley or cilantro, optional. Optional extras. Chili, for a chili dog. cheese sauce, avocado or guacamole. Instructions. Cook the hot dogs. Boil. Bring a pot of water to a boil and cook the sausages for 5 to 7 minutes until heated through. Grill. If you prefer grilling, cook the sausages over medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes, turning occasionally until they are evenly browned. Pan fry. Heat a little oil or butter in a skillet over medium heat and cook the sausages, turning until they're browned and heated through. Toast the buns, optional. You can toast the hot dog buns lightly on a grill or in a toaster for added texture. Assemble. Place each sausage in a bun. Add your preferred condiments and toppings. Classic combinations might include mustard, ketchup, and onions, or you can go for a chili dog with chili and cheese. Enjoy your homemade hot dogs with any sides or drinks you like, such as chips, fries, or a cold soda. Burgers. From gourmet burgers to more classic beef patties, West Midlands food trucks often serve up a wide variety of options. To prepare burgers, you'll need a few basic ingredients for the patty, bun, and toppings. Here's a simple list of ingredients for making classic homemade burgers, but you can customize them with your favorite additions. Ingredients. Burger patties, the main part of the burger. Ground beef, typically 80% lean, 20% fat for juicy burgers, about a quarter pound, 113 g, per patty. Salt and pepper, for seasoning. Optional. Worcestershire sauce, a splash for added flavor. Garlic powder or onion powder, for seasoning. Fresh herbs like parsley, optional. Burger buns. For hamburger buns, soft, classic white or whole wheat, or brioche for a slightly richer flavor. Optional. Toast the buns for extra texture. Toppings. Cheese, optional, but classic choices include cheddar, American, Swiss, or mozzarella slices. Lettuce, e.g., iceberg or romaine, for crunch. Tomato, sliced, preferably fresh and ripe. Onions, raw, caramelized, or grilled, depending on preference. Pickles, sliced. Bacon, optional, for extra flavor. Avocado, optional, for a creamy addition. Condiments. Ketchup. Mustard. Mayonnaise. Barbecue sauce or hot sauce, optional for a tangy twist. Relish, optional. Optional extras. Fried egg, for a breakfast burger. Sautéed mushrooms, for a gourmet touch. Caramelized onions, for sweetness. Instructions. Prepare the burger patties. Take the ground beef and form it into 4 equal-sized patties, about a quarter pound each. Make a small indent in the center of each patty with your thumb. This helps prevent the patty from puffing up too much while cooking. Season both sides of the patties with salt and pepper. Optionally, add Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, or onion powder for extra flavor. Cook the patties. Grill. Preheat your grill to medium-high heat and cook the patties for about 4 to 5 minutes per side for medium doneness, or longer if you prefer them more well done. Pan fry. Heat a little oil or butter in a skillet over medium-high heat and cook the patties for 4 to 5 minutes per side, or until they reach your desired doneness. Optional. If you're adding cheese, place a slice on each patty about 1 minute before the burger is done cooking, and cover with a lid to melt the cheese. Toast the buns. Lightly toast the buns either on the grill or in a pan to give them a little crunch and prevent them from becoming soggy. Assemble the burgers. Spread condiments, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, etc., on the top and bottom halves of each bun. Place the cooked burger patty on the bottom bun. Add your desired toppings, lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, and cheese. Top with the other half of the bun. Serving suggestions. Sides. Burgers are often served with fries, onion rings, or a side salad. Drinks. Pair with a soda, beer, or milkshake for a classic diner experience. Enjoy your homemade burgers. Pizza. Wood-fired pizzas, with a variety of toppings and thin crusts, are popular from mobile pizza vendors. Pizza is a universally loved dish that comes in many varieties. A classic pizza typically consists of a flavorful dough, a rich tomato sauce, cheese, and various toppings. Here's how to prepare a basic homemade pizza with a traditional crust, but you can customize the toppings based on your preferences. Ingredients. For the dough, makes 1 large pizza. 2¼ cups all-purpose flour, plus extra for dusting. 1 teaspoon sugar. 1 teaspoon salt. 1 tablespoon olive oil. 1 teaspoon active dry yeast. 3/4 cup warm water, about 110 degrees Fahrenheit per 45 degrees Celsius. For the sauce. 1 can, 14 ounces, crushed tomatoes, or tomato sauce. 1 tablespoon olive oil. 1 teaspoon dried oregano. 1/2 tsp garlic powder. 1/2 tsp onion powder. Salt and pepper to taste. For the toppings. 2 cups shredded mozzarella cheese, or your favorite cheese like provolone, cheddar, or a mix. Additional toppings, choose as you like. Pepperoni slices. Sliced bell peppers. Sliced onions. Fresh basil leaves. Mushrooms, sliced. Olives. Ham or sausage. Fresh tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, sliced. Pineapple, for a Hawaiian twist. Red chili flakes, for heat. A drizzle of olive oil or balsamic glaze, optional. Instructions. Prepare the dough. In a bowl, combine the warm water, sugar, and yeast. Stir to dissolve and let sit for 5 to 10 minutes until the mixture becomes foamy. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour and salt. Add the yeast mixture and olive oil, then stir until a dough begins to form. Knead the dough on a lightly floured surface for about 5 to 7 minutes, until it is smooth and elastic. You can add a little more flour if the dough is too sticky. Place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl, cover with a clean towel or plastic wrap, and let it rise for 1 to 2 hours, or until it has doubled in size. Prepare the sauce. While the dough is rising, heat the olive oil in a saucepan over medium heat. Add the crushed tomatoes, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, and season with salt and pepper. Simmer the sauce for about 15 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally to allow the flavors to meld. Adjust the seasoning to taste. Set aside. Assemble the pizza. Preheat your oven to 475 degrees Fahrenheit, 245 degrees Celsius. If using a pizza stone, place it in the oven while it preheats. Once the dough has risen, punch it down to release the air. Roll it out on a floured surface into a 12-inch circle, or your desired size. If you prefer a thick crust, don't roll it out too thin. Place the rolled dough onto a pizza stone, baking sheet, or pizza pan. Spread a generous amount of tomato sauce over the base, leaving about an inch around the edges for the crust. Sprinkle a layer of shredded mozzarella cheese over the sauce. Add your choice of toppings. Be creative, add as much or as little as you like. Bake the pizza. Bake the pizza in the preheated oven for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until the crust is golden and the cheese is bubbling and slightly browned. If you're adding fresh basil, it's best to do so after baking, so it doesn't burn in the oven. Finish and serve. Once the pizza is done, remove it from the oven and let it cool for a few minutes. Slice the pizza and serve. You can drizzle a bit of olive oil or balsamic glaze for extra flavor, if desired. Poutine, French fries topped with cheese curds and gravy, making its way into the region's street food scene. Poutine is a classic Canadian dish that combines crispy fries, cheese curds, and rich gravy. It's a comfort food favorite known for its delicious, savory flavors. Here's how you can prepare this indulgent dish. Ingredients. For the fries. For large russet potatoes, for the fries. Vegetable oil, for frying. Salt, for seasoning. For the gravy. 2 tablespoons unsalted butter. 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour. 2 cups beef or chicken broth, or vegetable broth for a vegetarian version. 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, optional, for depth of flavor. Salt and pepper, to taste. For the cheese curds, 1 to 1.5 cups fresh cheese curds, preferably white cheddar or any mild cheese curd. Instructions. Make the fries. Prepare the potatoes, peel the potatoes, optional, and cut them into thin fries, about 1/4 to half an inch thick. Soak the potato fries in cold water for at least 30 minutes, this helps remove excess starch and makes them crispier. Fry the potatoes, heat vegetable oil in a deep fryer or large pot to 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius. Fry the potatoes in batches until golden and crispy, about 4 to 6 minutes per batch. Remove and drain on paper towels, then season with salt while they are still hot. Make the gravy. Prepare the roux. In a medium saucepan, melt the butter over medium heat. Once melted, add the flour and whisk continuously to make a roux paste. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes to remove the raw flour taste. Add the broth, gradually add the beef or chicken broth while whisking constantly to avoid lumps. Bring the mixture to a simmer and cook for 5 to 7 minutes, or until the gravy thickens to a consistency that can coat the back of a spoon. Season with Worcestershire sauce, if using, salt and pepper to taste. Keep the gravy warm. Assemble the poutine. Place a generous portion of hot, crispy fries on each plate or in a shallow dish. Sprinkle a handful of fresh cheese curds evenly over the fries. The heat from the fries will soften the curds, making them melt slightly. Pour the hot gravy over the fries and cheese curds, making sure to cover everything. Optional toppings. Pulled pork. For a heartier version, top with pulled pork or any meat of your choice. Caramelized onions, for added sweetness and depth. Chopped herbs, such as parsley or chives, for a fresh touch. Serving suggestions. Poutine is typically served as a side dish or main course. It's perfect as comfort food on a cold day or a late-night snack. Enjoy your homemade poutine with a cold drink or even as a unique twist on your classic fries. Kebabs, grilled meats, often lamb or chicken, served in a flatbread with salad and sauces. Kebabs are a popular and versatile dish, often made with marinated meat, vegetables, or even paneer, skewered and grilled to perfection. Here's how you can prepare traditional meat kebabs along with an optional vegetarian version. Ingredients. For the meat kebab, chicken, lamb or beef. 1.5 pounds, 700 g, boneless chicken, thighs or breasts, lamb or beef, cut into cubes. 2 tablespoons olive oil, for the marinade. 2 tablespoons lemon juice. 2 garlic cloves, minced. 1 medium onion, grated or finely chopped. 1 teaspoon ground cumin. 1 teaspoon ground coriander. 1 teaspoon ground paprika, or smoked paprika, for extra flavor. 1/2 tsp ground turmeric, optional. 1/2 tsp chili powder, adjust based on your spice preference. Salt and pepper to taste. 1 tablespoon fresh cilantro or parsley, chopped, optional. Wooden or metal skewers, soaked if wooden. For the veggie kebab, optional. 2 large bell peppers, cut into chunks. 1 red onion, cut into chunks. 1 zucchini, cut into thick slices or chunks. 1 cup mushrooms, whole or halved. 1 cup cherry tomatoes, optional. Olive oil, for drizzling. Salt and pepper. Optional, a pinch of dried oregano or basil. Instructions. Prepare the marinade. In a bowl, combine olive oil, lemon juice, minced garlic, grated onion, cumin, coriander, paprika, turmeric, chili powder, salt, and pepper. Add chopped fresh cilantro or parsley if you like. Mix well to form the marinade. Marinate the meat. Add the cubed meat, chicken, lamb, or beef, to the marinade and toss to coat evenly. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let it marinate in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to 2 hours for maximum flavor. Overnight marinating works even better for deeper flavor. Prepare the veggies, if making vegetable kebabs. While the meat marinates, prepare your vegetables by cutting them into bite-sized chunks or slices. Drizzle olive oil over the veggies and season with salt, pepper, and any other desired herbs or spices, e.g., oregano, basil, or garlic powder. Assemble the kebabs. For meat kebabs, thread the marinated meat cubes onto the skewers. You can alternate the meat with pieces of bell pepper, onion, or zucchini for added flavor. For veggie kebabs, thread the prepared veggies onto the skewers, alternating between different vegetables, peppers, zucchini, onions, mushrooms, and tomatoes. Grill the kebabs. Preheat your grill or grill pan to medium-high heat. Place the skewers on the grill and cook for 5 to 7 minutes per side for chicken, or 6 to 10 minutes for beef or lamb, turning occasionally. The cooking time may vary depending on the type and size of the meat, so check that the meat is fully cooked. Internal temperature should be 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 74 degrees Celsius for chicken. For veggie kebabs, grill for about 4 to 5 minutes per side, until they are tender and lightly charred. Serve. Remove the kebabs from the grill and let them rest for a couple of minutes. Serve with your favorite sides, such as flatbreads, rice pilaf, salad, or a yogurt-based sauce like tzatziki, hummus, or garlic sauce. Waffles, sweet or savory waffles, often topped with fruits, chocolate, or cheese. Waffles are a delicious breakfast treat that can be crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. They are typically served with syrup, fruit, whipped cream, or other toppings. Here's a simple recipe for classic waffles. Ingredients. For the waffle batter: 2 cups all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, half a teaspoon salt, 2 large eggs, 1 3/4 cups milk, half a cup unsalted butter, melted, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, half a teaspoon cinnamon, optional, for extra flavor. Optional toppings: maple syrup, fresh fruit, like strawberries, blueberries, or bananas, whipped cream, chocolate chips, powdered sugar, nut butter, peanut butter, almond butter, nuts, such as walnuts or pecans, ice cream, for a special treat. Instructions. Preheat the waffle iron. Preheat your waffle iron according to the manufacturer's instructions. Lightly grease it with cooking spray or brush with melted butter to prevent the waffles from sticking. Prepare the waffle batter. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon, if using. In a separate bowl, whisk the eggs. Add the milk, melted butter, and vanilla extract to the eggs and mix until smooth. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and stir gently until just combined. Be careful not to overmix. It's okay if there are a few lumps in the batter. Cook the waffles. Pour the batter onto the preheated waffle iron. The amount will vary depending on the size of your waffle iron. Close the waffle iron and cook according to the manufacturer's instructions, usually about 3 to 5 minutes or until the waffles are golden brown and crispy on the outside. Carefully remove the waffles and place them on a plate. You can keep them warm in a low-temperature oven, around 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 93 degrees Celsius, while you cook the rest. Serve. Top the waffles with your favorite toppings like maple syrup, fresh fruit, whipped cream, or a dusting of powdered sugar. For a more decadent treat, try adding chocolate chips, nut butter, or a scoop of ice cream.